Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to start looking into the good stuff coming your way. I'm going to pull your symbols first and we're going to jump into your coffee cup. If you're new here, I'm Divine Light and I'm so happy you joined me today. And if you want to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. It's a free way to be here. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. We have the sun shining with happiness and well-being. This is the first step of the blessings. And I feel like here, the truth is, I have experienced such a thing in the morning. Basically, we have everything we need at this moment all the time. However, because of the future worries and the things that we don't have clarity about can create a lot of worry. This is the thing though, guys. It's a lifelong practice to actually control your anger, control your stress, fears, and be aware of them. They're not happening at the moment. If it's happening to you, it's a different story. So definitely go get help. And it seems like there's a younger gentleman here who can maybe even bring the help, okay? So if that's the case, yes, of course, look for help. But I feel like overall the things are going really good. I feel a little bit maybe emotional distress here, but it can be someone who can actually give you a solution and help, and maybe it's time to just reach out and ask, okay? Let's dive into the coffee cup. I see tears of joy. This person might be someone who can really resolve the situation at hand. Excuse me. This kind of things, I take it as good omen when I sneeze because it means it's an approval. It's a good thing happening. I see there's a cup of offer to you. The cup can also be like if you're having an emotional stress, maybe you have been through a negative relationship, but there's a new thing coming forward. Cup can be something unexpectedly being offered. Control your anger. The thing is, what happens is when you're angry about something and when something different happens to you or a different person comes to you, we might, as human beings, we might tend to blow up on that other person, okay? And if that's the case, that's why before you maybe react to a situation, especially like within next couple weeks, you need to stop and pause and reflect for a second. Is this person have anything to do with the other situation? If the answer is no, maybe you need to step back a little bit if you can, okay? I see there's a dog. You can see the eyes are not visible, the nose is visible, the ears are visible. I feel like this can be a literal dog coming into your life. Maybe you need to see as a good omen. This can also, like you can see like maybe a white face and color, like a black ears and black nose. This can be that, or this can be a person who's loyal to you, but their eyes don't see. Okay, meaning like they don't perceive what's happening around them. Maybe they can hear it, they can smell it, but they cannot see it. Okay, and maybe your job is to point it out to them. Okay, look, this is the situation here. Look at it carefully and see and observe it. So you might have to just tell them, look at the situation we're in right now. And I feel like that's going to start to create a movement because I see there's a baby bull or maybe a cow appearing here. Baby cow is about like a new birth, okay? Coming up with great ideas, beautiful ideas, freeing ideas. So that's why maybe it's fertility, maybe it's also commitment. So if you're the puppy right now, if you're feeling like a puppy lost, maybe that's another thing that you need to open your eyes and see. Open your eyes and see. Open your eyes and see. So it can represent being in the moment, guys. Okay. Watching, observing what's happening around you rather than just watching a screen or a TV, okay? Or watching somebody else's representation of something, okay? Just going there and watching with your own eyes is the key here. What happens then, I see the baby cow coming forward. That is going to give you the creative idea. And then you're climbing up a hill here. Some of you might have a challenge in front of you and overcoming that. Climbing up a hill can be also maybe an area that you're not really like familiar. You're going to go and gradually you're going to climb up the hill and get to the top of it. This can be a new career mode. This can be a new person, like a relationship forming that is like really outside of your comfort zone. I see also somebody's holding here in your hand. You have your sword. Sword energy is the air energy. It's your energy, Gemini, which is actually requiring you to be a little bit logical, stoic, and also sharp with the decisions. Decisions might be hard right now if you don't have clarity. So this gives you, because it's not like a long sword, it's a short sword, it's like a dagger, which is telling you start making small, tiny decisions one at a time. That is going to bring the progress, okay? So do not really hesitate to make your tiny decisions one at a time. That is going to, you see like you have like a darker aura, maybe in the state of being, you're not feeling clarity. When you make those small decisions, that's going to start to clear the cloud, okay? Clear the dust or the fog in front of you. And I see there's a clean paper here. There's an under person. There's a person under it, which is wrapped in a star. Star can be your wish fulfillment. The person can be someone who's going to support you, who's going to help you. Clean paper can be a legal paper, can be an approval, in a mail that you have been waiting for, or mail coming in unexpectedly to change things around in your life. It's overall, it's a good, very good omen here. But I said like there's a person under it. Star is actually the card of Aquarius. This person can be another air sign like you, an Aquarius. And I feel the vibe of like a masculine figure here. This can be a male figure. Male. I keep saying male as the male in the box. I realize that. Anyway, so men. Let's say men. Straightforward. So it can be a man, but I also feel a little bit younger energy. So this can be someone who has a really younger, exciting attitude towards life. Okay. Another thing I see after the paper comes in, you're gonna sit on here on the head of like a T-Rex or like a dragon, or yeah, let's say dragon. I recently read somewhere that the dragon wings, like the T-Rex hands could have been actually wings. I don't know how true is that. I mean, so you are on the head of it. Dragon can be the massive challenge or something you see as a massive challenge in front of you. And the thing is here, you're sitting on the head of the dragon. You're controlling it from the head is actually the station, the leading station. Like what is in that Star Trek? There's a starship and there's a command station there. You are on the command station of the dragon. If you're not, it's time to start trying to climb up there and get there. Can be about any subject. Can be about work. Maybe you need to just start speaking to the commanders. If this is about like maybe a home situation, a life situation, whatever it is, you need to start climbing to the top, okay? And there's always access. There's always a phone number you can call, and there's always something you can defend or you can present. And I feel like that's what's happening here. I see someone showing like a fist to you, maybe like trying to fight or maybe trying to empower you. It can be two things at the same time or either or. I feel like that is actually going to give you an idea. There's a lamb right here. Lamb can be a sacrifice you're going to make in order to get this thing going. This person's just empowering you. If you do that, we can do this and this can be resolved. That's why I feel like the lamb is showing up here. Lamb, let me tell you, lamb can be a sacrifice, okay? If you know the story of the Abraham and he has been given a lamb, so that's his sacrifice to the gods. And what you do with the lamb is you give it away. That's the purpose, okay? You don't just sit down and consume the whole lamb or just discard it. You feed the people who are in need. That's why I recently even told somebody about this. Like when you're in fear, when you're feeling, you have a wish and a desire. This is my mother actually does coffee cup readings too. This is her tradition. She feeds someone. It can be a cat, stray cat, or a dog, or giving some money away, or cooking food and giving it away, inviting people over, feeding them. Feeding is actually, I feel like that's like the main thing here that can be like a really good omen. So that's why the lamb shows up. And in your case, I never tied it together. I used to say like lamb is a sacrifice, but in your case, I feel like this lamb is about feeding people. Okay, you can even make like a batch of mac and cheese and give it away. It's just to your neighbors. I feel like this is about that. Okay, so That's very important. And what happens is through that lamb, there's actually a community even forming. It's just your expansion happening here, and the clarity is coming. You can see there like eyes actually starting to turn towards you. If you have a business, it can be like bringing eyes towards you. It can be support coming to you. I see 3 set of different eyes, 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 here, turning towards you. I see a heart shape forming, and they're going to start maybe observing you and recognizing you and giving you the help you need. Okay, let's dive into your soul star now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. There are 2 different desires coming in. The first one seems like it's a predominant one that you want to happen, but the second one comes faster. The first one has some time. And I see here, when I look at it, I see an anchor right there. But when I flip it, I see someone kind of looks like also a dog with an axe in their hand. This kind of reminds me of the term chop wood and carry water. There's a person showing up in your energy. There's another woman right there watching you. On the tip of the axe, there's someone bowing down to you, meaning there's a recognition happening. Eyes are going to turn towards you. What's important about that, I feel, what you're doing with your energy, first of all. The second, like you can use the axe to destroy something, or you can use the axe to build something, chop the wood and organize it very well, and then build a home. Another meaning of chop wood, carry water is if you are really feeling intense about a situation, a manifestation, or a desire, when you are absolutely focused on that and your attention is on the negative, what happens is this actually changes the other outcomes as well, because negative thinking breeds more of it. That's why chop wood and carry water is straightforward. It says focus on your daily tasks, daily things that you need to do, your to-do list, or if you don't have one, make one. Occupy your mind with the daily things or humanly things, or it can be even learning a new skill. Really, when you have that, you're starting to turn the wheel of fortune. Basically, the things are going to start to fall into the right place when your attention is on producing something, creating something, rather than if there's a destruction happening, if you're focusing on that, okay? Compared to that. Let's see what the tarot has to say. If you made it so far, please comment down below. Let me know. I read all your comments. 8 of Pentacles want to jump out of the deck. Let's see what that one is going to say. 8 of Pentacles is the card of learning, knowledge, expertise you already have, and creating something with the expertise you have, okay? So expertise can be, guys, I told you, even like maybe you make a mean peach cobbler or mac and cheese, just make it happen and then maybe teach it to someone, okay? So, or give it away. Something that you have expertise that you start practicing, that needs to get practiced right now. And that practice can turn into a course for some, or that practice can also bring you the stability that you're desiring, okay? Another thing with that, stability can help you also go on an adventure. Because if you're in adventure is something that comes from passion and excitement, but if you're not in that stable moment, it cannot come through that emotion. So I feel like here 8 of Pentacles is either practice something or learn something new, or teach something, but do with what you know, do something with it today. We have the Mystic here. This is the Hierophant. The authority will come forward to support you when you follow that skill. And maybe even the authority is going to offer you something and going to tell you, okay, come on, let's teach this to us. We love that. Or come into our team and work with us. But the thing is, this can also be something you can record and put online, and so people can see, okay? Not really just hiding it away. We have 3 of Cups here. 3 of Cups, maybe you're already working somewhere, you're already beautiful, have a position. This can be even like turning that into a presentation, maybe showing it to people. Look, this is what I do here. This is what, like creating a portfolio for yourself. Mystic is the authority supporting you. 3 of Cups is people who are actually, yes, supportive of you coming into your life and celebrating that, okay? Giving you support, celebrating your success, and maybe even a promotion that you're getting. Finally, we have the Warrior of Swords. I told you this is Knight of Swords. You have you have the sword in your hand, in the cup. You had the sword, and now it's time to use it. What happens with the Knight of Swords energy is she is here. We have a she's really fast. She doesn't take her time. She actually has a plan already, and she gets to execution. Even if you're celebrating something, after the celebration, get a plan going, because that's going to bring the Nine of Cups. When you take action with that idea or express the idea, put it out there, it seems like that's going to bring wish fulfillment and satisfaction. Okay, so some of you may understand what I'm talking about, but some of you might actually understand it maybe a month from now. That's why these are called blessings coming your way. So if it doesn't resonate right now, it might resonate later on. Okay, let's see what we have here. Take break from small hell you have designed for yourself. This is actually what I talked about in the beginning. If you're overthinking, over worrying, this is basically telling you to take a break. I felt like this is actually a floaty swimming on a pool, but this is an angel flying over the sun and the moon. So whichever one is your break that gives you joy, maybe you need to just practice that tiny bit. Let every cat out of every bag. So whatever is, wow, I love this. Number 25. So letting the cat out of the bag. What does that mean to you guys? Comment down below. I really appreciate that. Letting the cat out of the bag. Keeping everything in is painful. Let the truth out and it will work wonders for you. Be kind, but be honest. Being tactful. Yeah, you can tactfully express yourself, draw your boundaries. If someone hurt you, you can tell them, you hurt me. Or maybe you can tell, like you can take the responsibility and say, your words hurt my feelings. Okay? Or I was hurt by your words. I mean, I don't know, however it is. Of course, our perspective actually makes us feel a certain way, but there are certain things, it doesn't matter what your perspective is. Certain people talk in a way that can be really hurtful for anyone. So that's why maybe it's time to start tactfully expressing those feelings. Interesting. How you know that's what you want exactly? So this is about questioning your life goals, your desire, your purposes, all those visions that you're creating for yourself. Is it what you want, guys? This is also knowing that is a blessing. Is it what you want, or is it what you're programmed to want? Okay, when you see someone holding a huge massive phone and say, oh, I want that too, do you really want that massive phone because it's expensive, or because everybody has it? Or you just want something comfortable that can fit in your hand, which I'm starting to think that too. Summon the otherworldly, meaning this requires spiritual practices. If you don't have one, maybe start to induce one into your daily life, because it seems like that's going to be something also effective and maybe even directional for you. This is your final message. We have the beautiful transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender a transformation in your life. What's happening for your highest good? That's happening for your highest good. That's why I said chop wood, carry water. In the meantime, mind other businesses, okay? Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So be happy. Try to be, I mean, it's so straightforward, simple. I tell you what, sometimes I wake up in a mood as well. I feel terrible. And when I start doing this, when I start connecting, I can feel my energy rising. And there are things that you have in your life that can make you feel, oh, I feel so fulfilled when I'm doing that. It's time to start practicing them a little bit, because the change is coming. You're ready, either you're ready or not. The change is coming. There's a transformation happening for you. However, are you going to feel bad while you're going that road, or you're going to do things that makes you feel good and feel good about your life, okay? It's about a choice right now for you, Gemini. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.